Hi again guys, my name is Trajan and as you already know from my previous videos, I'm delivering content for people who want to start in DevOps and in IT specifically. In my last video, which was the second part of showing for the free resources and where to start as a DevOps, I explained the DevOps roadmap and what would be essential to start with. However, I said that you shouldn't start with programming language, as in the roadmap here, but basically with an operating system. And I would like to expand a little bit more here in this third video actually. What would be the next step that you would take before jumping to programming language? So we already said that we're going with an operating system. Either it would be Ubuntu, Linux, SUSE Linux, Red Hat. Then you would go to containers, Kubernetes, Docker, networking. Actually, I said that would be very essential. So you have here a networking tools section which already has explanation how to troubleshoot. But definitely before doing this, I suggest doing a course, because here it's more on the tools, and actually they explain networking in most of the courses, not as a part of, let's say, Windows and Linux operating system, because of course networking is built a little bit different between those two. However, I missed to say that you would also need to go through the cloud section, and yeah, this is something I would recommend doing after the networking. And even before the containers, because cloud is pretty essential these days. Either it would be private or public cloud. Basically, I don't want to say it's the same, but the technology behind is actually the same. Both are using hypervisors. In the public cloud, you don't see what is happening behind the scenes, whereas in the private cloud, and if you start with private cloud, you would see most of the stuff from first hand, like how our networks built, how our data centers built, how our servers provisioned. If you start as a system integrator, you would probably be sent to real data centers and put servers there, or test functionality of servers, and if you have already something installed there. So yeah, I would definitely say go and search for cloud. And you would see here introduction to cloud computing and AWS cloud practitioner essentials, also Google, but I would say start with introduction to cloud computing. This would be the first course, because it would be an overview of the technologies. They are explaining here okay, so they're explaining here the history and evolution of cloud computing, the key considerations for cloud computing, and basically all the relevant stuff that you would need to know before proceeding with the public cloud providers. And as you can see here, they're explaining what is an infrastructure as a service, what is platform as a service, and what is software as a service. They also explain the difference between public, private, and hybrid cloud, and all these are really essential, and you would need to know if you want to start up as a cloud DevOps engineer, even as a system administrator. You would need to know this, and actually these first three would be asked probably. Basically, most of the junior interview questions are: can you explain the difference between infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service? I would do a separate video probably explaining about this, but there are already a lot of resources and I don't want to go very in depth, but yeah, you would need this as a starting point, because without this understanding you cannot really go deep into the DevOps world. And for me, I'm sharing this knowledge with you because most of the stuff that I did was self-taught, even though I studied at the university, as I said, computer systems, but we mainly were focused on Windows, and as I said, Windows has a lot of technologies behind it, a lot of functionalities, especially Windows servers, and not the Windows operating system you see in your computer. So yeah, I would recommend going to the CloudOps courses. And once you have finished this one, of course, you can go and take the AWS and the Google Cloud Computing Foundations, and both would be really beneficial for you. Azure actually have a lot of already free resources on their official webpage, so you can go there as well and search for those. But I would recommend first going to the introduction to cloud computing. And after that, you could decide the different public cloud platforms. I will discuss them in a separate video, of course. And yeah, I don't want these videos to be very long. So yeah, thank you for staying to the end of the video. Again, if you like the content and if you would like it to reach more people in the future and to help me spread the knowledge to more people, please